Hello there, Jeremy. We're live on Fireplace Fridays.
Oh, that's right. It is 10 and it's Friday, and we have a fireplace company, right? So, welcome again to another edition of Fireplace Friday. Sorry about last week. I think was last week I was teaching out in Indianapolis at the Chimney Safety Institute of America, and I was supposed to do the Fireplace Friday. We were on our field day out there, and we got extremely busy, and I got sidetracked. So I think the girls ended up taking it over, maybe about 30 minutes late. But also that time change out there messes with me. So we do our best, you know. So anyways, I'm back here doing some work today. We've got a little bit more of a skeleton crew out working in the field. Everybody's doing a good job. It's a beautiful day so far. We've had a lot of rain in Kansas City and even some flooding lately. So it's Friday before the holiday weekend. Monday's Memorial Day. That's fantastic. So make sure you spend some time with the loved ones. Remember those who fought for our freedom, etc., etc. Don't just spend all your days at the lake and getting sunburnt and drinking a lot. Appreciate people. But anyways, I'm not even sure what we're doing. We've got dance recitals for the kids all weekend. That's our standard Memorial Day activities. Brandy has to leave work here in a little while to get them down to Memorial Hall tonight and for practice, and then tomorrow it's kind of an all-day thing, and then Sunday I think we just go back for the show and we get to be spectators, which is nice. So the kids are excited for that. The kids just got out of school. Hopefully your kids are out too. Hopefully they've got summer activities. Hopefully you're taking a vacation. You know, it's me and Brandy's 20-year anniversary this year, so we're taking a nice trip for that. Brandy tells me I've got to buy her expensive jewelry for it too, so I need to Google that and see if that's a true thing or if she's just trying to take me for more jewelry. But that's okay. We love her, so. Anyways, so again, we've had a ton of rain, so we might have went over this in Fireplace Fridays in the past, but we're definitely knee-deep in it. So I like to explain to people, some people this time of year will have water leaks. We get a lot of water leak calls. And sometimes people will call very crafty. The expectation is that someone will just come out to my house and magically wave a magic wand and find this water leak and just magically make it go away for a couple $100. Well, unfortunately, just like all repairs in a home, that is not true. I wish it was. That'd be great. That'd be great for us. It'd be great for you. That's the way things would be, and it would be nice. But it's not the way it goes. So what happens? Well, a lot of people will hire someone, or they'll come out and they'll do some mediocre patch repairs or what have you, and maybe it'll help for a little while, but the next time you get a big rain, it'll leak again. So we actually have a system. Now we do have a water leak audit. We do have a charge for it, but we apply it towards repairs over a certain amount. So it doesn't end up costing you. Because most repairs on chimneys, it isn't like the chimney just fell apart yesterday. Usually it's been dilapidating over time. Heck, a lot of the people will call with an emergency water leak, and when you get to talking to them, it's actually been leaking for a very long time. It's just gotten worse progressively. So usually water leaks don't just start happening. Usually it's something that they've just tolerated for a while, and it's either gotten worse or maybe something drastic happened, like it started to leak out and stain carpet or ruin a floor or something like that. So anyways, let's talk about that. So water entry is a process of elimination. When Flues Brothers comes out, we do a full evaluation of all the areas where water can leak into a structure. Now, water can be sneaky sometimes, and it might not be obvious. It might be something that's a little bit more hidden. That's why we address every part of the chimney, and we go over that with you as well, not only verbally but also visually. So when we come out, we do a full leak audit. Sometimes we'll even do a leak test with a hose if we can. We have two different forms that we use for that. We've got a leak audit worksheet, and here's the common areas where water will get into a home. Again, it's a process of elimination, but we number them 1 to 3. So we're addressing the most obvious first, and then if it keeps leaking after that, then we'll move on to the next steps. Now, people go, well, I just want to address it all. Well, that's fine. We can address every one, but to be financially responsible, let's address the ones that are more obvious first, and then work our way down. Not too many times do we make it to the next steps, but it can happen. Water leaks, everybody always thinks it's one source, one place it's getting in. That's not true. Many times it's many different sources. So you really need to address all of them. But again, to be financially responsible and to be reasonable, I suggest we do a step-by-step process. So let's look at this picture again here. This is your common Kansas City chimney. And we take full photos and evaluate the areas like the chimney crown. This chimney is missing chimney caps. Sometimes the chimney caps could be overlapping, so you want to do one large chimney cap over the top, so it's like an umbrella over the structure. Could be damaged masonry just from age. Could be the shoulders right here is a good place for it to leak and it ends up at the face of the fireplace. Could be that the brick have never been moisture protected. A lot of people think that brick are all waterproof. It's not true. You want to apply a moisture repellent because brick are actually like sponges. That's also true if you get that barbecue smell in your house from the chimney this time of year. Usually it's water entry. Drainage, gutters, groundwater, those three areas aren't really areas we deal with, but they are potential areas, so we might suggest a landscaper or a gutter person. Caulking down both sides where the siding meets up. A lot of people will get new siding installed, and for some reason the siding company doesn't seal those areas. Flashing, no cricket. On the backside of cricket is basically a diverter. See how the roof is like this? A lot of roofs just go straight down into the chimney. But what we'll do, if that's the case, then we'll install a water diverter or a cricket around it so the water goes around the chimney and not just to the back of it. And then you have corbelling, which is the stair-stepping items where water can hang up and penetrate the structure. So that's kind of your masonry chimney where all the areas can leak. Now, if we fixed all those and it still leaked, it could be a leak in the roof, it could be a leak in a skylight or something. But we try to check that stuff out. Also, the quality of the roof. We're not roofers. So we can't do those repairs. We're chimney people, so we stick to chimneys. Okay, so let's look. There's another type of fireplace out there we deal with a lot. It's called a prefabricated or a factory-built fireplace. It has siding on the side, so we'll check out the areas like the chase top, which is the metal pan at the top. Those rust out over time. They also start to pool water over time, and then the water will find its way into the chase here, which is the chimney area. The chimney cap or the pipe, sometimes those areas have rust, or maybe the chimney cap is letting water blow by. Flashing, no cricket, same thing as the last. The flashing is usually 90% of the time, even if you recently had your roof replaced, and they go, well, I've got a water leak, and the roofer said it can't be the flashing. It's got to be something else on the chimney. And I go, well, how long has the water leak happened? Well, it happened shortly after we got the roof replaced. Okay, well, it's kind of a here's your sign moment. It could still be the flashing. Nobody wants to admit that, hey, maybe I didn't do that great of a job on something, and so they go, well, it has to be something else. So we do check that and suggest that even if it's been recently replaced by someone else. Damaged siding is another thing. A lot of old siding will rot out. Shoulders, if there's shoulders on it. Drainage, gutters, groundwater again. If it's ending up in the basement at the base of the chimney, usually that's the case. Could be that you need some new landscaping, maybe some drainage, but again, that would be more of a landscaper. And then caulking down both sides. So all these are areas that can go into. Again, we number them 1, 2, and 3. We give you estimates on everything, and we always suggest starting with the most obvious and working your way down because we want to do what's financially responsible and the best for the customer and client. So just again, I can't stress enough. Water entry is very frustrating, but we want to help you with it. But you just have to realize it's a process of elimination. If you don't want to do the process of elimination, we can always do the whole thing. If you want the guaranteed solution, of course, it's a little extreme, but you could be like Homes on Homes, the TV show where he comes in and he tears the entire thing apart, tears off all the roofing and everything, and replaces everything. And that's always the guaranteed solution. But that's a little extreme. And people, usually that ends up being a lot, did I say a lot more money than addressing it most obvious and working your way down. So, anyways, that's kind of the 2-bit solution and the explanation on that. You know, we want to be your chimney company. We want to help you with your water problems. We do get a lot of them. We do have a good success rate. You know, so give us a call at 913-236-7141. Hopefully this video helps. Post down in the bottom comments. Also, I think Brandy posted a poll on anything you would like to hear. I'm more than happy to talk about anything. I can be a chatterbox when you ask me to. So, anyways, have a great weekend. Enjoy your holiday. Hopefully, you all have a 3-day weekend, and we'll see you next Friday for Fireplace Fridays.